Today we've published the Coronavirus Action Plan.
Respiratory tract infections or a fever should be self-isolated.
Right, there.
So judicial reviews are really expensive processes. You know, how many individuals can afford to pay that? Every step of that walk, every pound raised, was significant because it meant that there was an increased likelihood that we'd be able to lift this challenge off the ground.
Now, deaf campaigners say that they're willing to take legal action against the government over its lack of sign language interpreters during their coronavirus briefings, shown on BBC One.
Lynn Stewart-Taylor from Bristol is walking over 100 miles from Gloucester to number 10 Downing Street. She says having BSL interpreters in the room during government briefings on BBC One shouldn't be a choice.
Whatever we can do to support, let us know, or let me know, and we will.
Elbow bumping, there you go. Cheers.
The latest areas affected from Saturday are Liverpool City region, Warrington, Hartlepool and Middlesbrough.
So whilst we're watching Lynn's footage, we're sort of biting fingernails, thinking that we really need this cash in to be able to allow this to happen.
And thank you for that support.
Good evening, and apologies for disturbing your Saturday evening with more news of COVID. Stay at home, protect the NHS, and save lives.
Give us the sign. Don't push us aside. If we come or we're hard, can't you see? Without the signing, we're in the dark.
I think it was remarkable. I mean, it was an enormous amount of effort, having raised £20,000. Without the ability to do that, this case wouldn't have been possible. The community recognises this as a once-in-a-generation opportunity. So the research, it did what we hoped it would do. We were able to get that evidence necessary to put before the court, which gave us the permission for the judicial review.
Good afternoon and welcome to this press conference on what has been a big day for many of us.
We saw the absence of any spatial issue as a justification in the context of the legal proceedings.
We now go to Vicky Foxcroft.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And if the Prime Minister doesn't understand, imagine how those who rely on British Sign Language feel at his press briefings.
I'm grateful for the way she has set out her question. I will revert to her as soon as I can.
some people who are deaf have criticised the government for not providing sign language to help them understand what's being said.
We just want to feel included. We don't want to feel segregated any longer.
The way in which we prepared the case has broken new ground. You know, I feel that we have done absolutely the best we could do here. We've given this case the best chance of success. I feel that we've edged it, but even if we haven't, you know, we have made a big impact. Morning, everyone. Overwhelmingly, the news is positive, although we haven't quite won on absolutely everything. The court has decided that the government discriminated against Katie and essentially against deaf people who use BSL by failing to make reasonable adjustments and provide BSL interpreting for those non-ministerial data briefings in September and October last year, which is a big deal. The judge has concluded that an on-platform interpreter is the best way of delivering information. The government successfully defended its position regarding continuing breach of the Equality Act because it provided a document justifying why, in some circumstances, an in-vision interpreter is a better solution. The government should now be asking itself the question, where is the interpreter, as part of its planning and decision-making.